Today we're taking a look at a domestic brand, Xiaobawang, and this one is considerably larger. It's the same old recipe, 2 controllers and the usual suspect battery. Its design is incredibly similar to a Switch's, and this box is also quite large. Let's take a look at the box's opposite side, where an anti-counterfeit label is also present. Additionally, there's a statement here clearly indicating that the pre-installed game content within has been fully authorized by the copyright holder, ensuring its legitimacy. The configurations are incredibly familiar as well, practically carved from the same mold as this Q900. It's still a dual-core N909, running at a high speed of 1.8 G with 2 GB of operating memory. The display has grown to 7 inches, but why on earth is the resolution 1024 by 600? Isn't it usually 1024 by 768? The battery is the same as the one in that smaller handheld console 3000 mAh, which isn't very big. I'll also be giving this one away on Bilibili when I hit 150,000 subscribers. Oh, that's a very familiar soft, flexible film. Hold on. Are you certain this wasn't installed incorrectly? This is totally a Switch. Oh no, wait a minute, it's the Wii U's button layout with the joystick up top. And there's also a ring of RGB lighting effects around it, but you actually can't press it down. These ABXY buttons, this is really confusing me now. This time it seems X is actually in the correct button position you see with A at the bottom and Y at the top. But why does the box display something that looks like? Is it for Xbox or for Switch? I've honestly forgotten what the Switch's button layout even looks like anymore. Oh, this is quite perplexing, very confusing indeed. Last time with the Q900, I didn't even notice until you guys pointed it out, but the buttons are really off. On the Switch, X is on top. This thing combines both, so they won't get sued for copyright infringement. Then the volume controls up and down are located on the bottom left, while the select and start buttons are positioned on the bottom right. They offer a very satisfyingly crisp tactile click. Listen to this, so familiar. Isn't this the little joystick from the PSV? Don't tell me the D-pad still lacks a central pivot support, does it? Let's press it and see. I can't believe it. Still the same old familiar feel. No central support again, and still so incredibly thin. So we'll probably have that phantom input issue again. The display itself appears quite good. It's a fully laminated screen, and its size is impressively large. Is it not 7 inches, like the Switch? And looking at the top, the shoulder buttons are still all neatly lined up. L1 and L2 also have that very distinct and satisfying clicky feel, just like always. Power slider. Turn it on. Let's just switch it on. Hey, there's no red Xiaobawang logo this time. Huh? And what about the Xiaobawang's Endless Fun slogan I was hoping for? That's gone too. Well, that should knock about 100 or 200 off the price. Up top, there's the Type-C charging port, a 3.5mm jack, and its TF card slot. Also supports HDMI video out. There are no ports on the bottom. Let's check the back. The Xiaobawang logo and very flat grips on both the left and right sides. But don't underestimate these grips, as this is precisely where its speakers are located. The Switch has been at a disadvantage in this regard for a long time. These two sections are essentially identical, wouldn't you agree? Whoa, in terms of thickness, it's even thinner than the Switch. Clear win. So, this time, this controller won't be the same as that one, right? No need for any connectors, you can just use it directly. And let's plug it in now. Oh wow, it actually works just as expected, it truly does. But this time, this interface looks much better than that Q900. Now, why does this system look so incredibly familiar? It really does bear a striking resemblance to a Trimu system, doesn't it? Just look at those vibrant RGB lighting effects. Oh man, that's definitely going to cost you a good few dozen bucks, wouldn't you agree? Is that a microphone in the top right corner? It also has over 20,000 games. Let me see. Let's take a look at the arcade games now. Oh wow, look at that. Hear the sound. Furthermore, the screen's aspect ratio can't even be adjusted, which in my opinion, truly makes this screen a bit of a squandered opportunity. And it's a 7-inch laminated screen. The resolution, I believe, should definitely be around 720p. It says 600, no idea where they got that. Rub it, D-pad. Too loud. It's also quite challenging to execute, primarily due to the absence of a central pivot point. This design flaw significantly complicates the process of inputting precise movements and stringing together combos. Let's try this joystick like the PSV. Oh man, I got beaten badly. joystick is actually quite good. This time I haven't encountered that entire screen glitching issue from last time. And then let's look at Knights of Valor. I'm pretty sure the character for JI is supposed to be written with the speech radical, but I distinctly remember it being written with the horn radical. Am I wrong about that? Isn't that how it should be? Oh, it is spelled differently. Looks like they even got the name wrong. Let's use Guan Yu. The big screen looks pretty awesome. It's still the same thing, you know? There are no overlays, no filters, no fast forward, no rewind. It truly lacks all the essential features any good emulator should have, making it quite disappointing in that regard. The aspect ratio makes everyone look fat. Actually, this screen looks pretty good. We can see the bezels are quite thin, which you can tell from the reflection. It's an IPS screen with good viewing angles. Man, what a shame. With the speakers on the back like this, it's easy to muffle the sound while you're playing. When I'm playing, if I hold it like this, I can't hear anything. Gotta hold it with care. Actually, if you really pay attention, you'll notice the screen doesn't quite fill the entire display. There are still noticeable black bars on both the left and right sides of the screen, or you can easily spot the reflections, making it quite clear. The games are, again, a bunch of arcade games. Next, let's dive into some PlayStation 1 games, because, after all, it uses the exact same processor as the Q900, which is the N909. Regarding processor performance, it's actually a bit worse than the 3326. The 3326 can still handle some of those simpler PPT games. To give it a fair shake, let's see if the D-pad has any input crosstalk, since it doesn't have that central pivot. Okay, let's check out the arcade games. Now the partner moves. See? I'm not even pushing left or right. I just have to press down with a bit more force, and the character will move on its own. It has an input crosstalk issue. I'm extremely curious to see how a square screen Game Boy Color game will look when stretched out on this 16:9 display. What will that be like? Wow, a GBC game on a 16:9 screen. That's incredibly wild and stimulating. Wow, this is quite something. Some arcade fans, after seeing this, might actually get a little obsessive-compulsive. Actually, regarding this screen, many games can achieve pixel-perfect scaling. After all, it's listed as 600p, but I personally believe it's actually a 720p resolution display. If you just turn on an overlay and add some filters, you could actually achieve quite a nice effect with it. Alright, so next, let's just go ahead and disassemble it to see what the internals of this Q900 handheld console from Xiaobo look like, especially with its exterior so faithfully replicating a Nintendo Switch. Powering it down now. That was really fast, the slider just shuts it down. The memory card, once again, is a black card. This time, it's a 32GB version, which is even more compact, being literally half the size of the Q21s. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Why does this motherboard feel like it's almost the exact same size as the Q21's motherboard? The battery is located on this side, followed by the two joysticks, and then the keypad is situated over here. And the price for this unit is close to $500. What do you all think of this internal workmanship? Alright, let's give it a final verdict. First, the downsides. The classic Xiaobo has endless fun slogan, it's gone. And the system itself is extremely generic. While the interface appears somewhat appealing, its core capabilities are completely unutilized. Moreover, it's also a closed-source system. The whole D-dash pad can be pressed down. With no central pivot, special moves are really hard to pull off. The placement of the volume up and down buttons is also a bit poorly designed. Then there are the two joysticks, which unfortunately don't support being pressed down, and their size is also rather small. The A, B, X, Y buttons, however, this time around, they've actually aligned the key positions correctly, so we should definitely give them some credit for that improvement. This screen looks pretty good. It's an IPS screen, and it's big enough, but there's no overlay whatsoever. Honestly, with these specifications, its Switch-like appearance and a 16:9 screen, it's a somewhat unsuitable combination. Like I said before, Xiaobo got into this field very early, decades ago already. They were arguably the very first brand to make this kind of handheld console, and for them to have ended up in this situation is something I genuinely didn't foresee at all. So, what do you think of it in the end? Leave a comment below, and if anyone else has something fun, Feel free to share it in the comments section as well. Alright, that's all for today's video. This, including its 2 controllers, will be raffled off to everyone when I reach 150,000 subscribers. So please remember to participate. If you like this video, please give it a triple like. Wishing you all happiness every day.